Have you just got yourself a brand new shiny implement and you've brought it home all excited, only to find out that the shaft's too long? Well, you don't need a mechanic. A couple of simple power tools and you can easily adjust the length of your PTO shaft to suit your tractor setup. First thing first, before you start doing anything, make sure that your implement is properly set up on the 3-point linkage, all the pins are in place, and that it's adjusted so that the distance between the spline on the tractor and the spline on your implement is the shortest possible. Next, what you have to do is get your tape measure and measure the distance from the groove on the spline of the implement to the groove on the spline of the PTO shaft. Once you've got that measurement, take another 50 mil or 2 inches off that, and that's the length that your shaft should be from pin to pin. And my hot tip is measure twice, cut once. The next thing you want to do before you can modify your shaft is take your protective covers off. Now, with this style of shaft being a cheaper style of shaft, there are 3 holes each that you have to push firmly into with a Phillips head screwdriver or something similar, and you'll hear a click each time you press in, and then the shaft slides off and it's in 3 pieces with your outer guard, your inner guard and your white keeper that fits on this little spline here on the shaft. There are also far superior guards now available that just have 2 little red latches, one on either side, and the guard slides off in 1 piece. These, if you're ever buying new guards, are the way to go. We're going to stick with the guards that we came with. So now we've got a shaft that's 780 mil pin to pin. Our tractor setup is 660 mil pin groove to pin groove. That means that we have an extra 120 mil that we don't want on these telescoping shafts. Because they slide into each other and telescope, we're going to have to take the same distance off both of them. I also want to add 2 inches of play to allow me room to get the shaft on when the implement is attached to the 3-point linkage. So instead of taking off 120, I'm now going to take off 170. So I pull my shafts apart, measure 170 on both, and that's how much I'll be cutting off. And now just finish off the joints with a flat file so that there are no burrs that will interfere with an easy sliding action. Now we should be at the right length. All that's left to do is thoroughly grease our shaft and put on some protection before we get going with the job. Now that we've got our PTO shaft shortened, greased and put to one side, now it's just time to get the covers finished. Now, it might be tempting to leave these covers off, but it's one of the most stupid and dangerous things that you can do. And besides, it's really easy to trim them and refit them. So let's just do that now. Job's done. Let's go and spread. And while I know these chains are really annoying, it's important to stop the guard spinning on the PTO because it can still catch your hair and pieces of clothing, so it's critical that it's kept still at all times. So after 10 minutes on the tools, our 3-point linkage spreader is all set up to fit this tractor. The method I've just showed you of shortening the power takeoff shaft will work with a range of implements that you attach to the power takeoff of your tractor. So don't be flummoxed next time you buy something and it doesn't fit straight away. 10 minutes with the tools and you're off and going. If you like this kind of video, don't forget, hit the little subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and there's plenty more content like this and more on timthompson.ag. I'll see you next week.